again, friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Amy, and I'm glad you decided to join me for this September book chat video. Before we begin, I would just like to give a shout out to my furry babies. It's their birthday today. Today being the 10th is Pete's birthday, and on the 16th will be Jane's birthday. So happy birthday, my kitties. I love you so much. In human years, they would be 28 years old. Holy moly. Anyway, I hope everybody is enjoying their September with the hopefully cooler weathers and the beautiful leaves and the start of fall and all that good stuff. I am a traditionalist in meaning that I do not break out any of my Halloween decorations until October 1st. For me, I love the change of season, just the leaves and apples and, pine cones and pumpkin spice things before we plunge into the wonderful season of Halloween in October. I like to enjoy fall and anyway, all that. So with that being said, let's just jump right into jump right into this discussion. So I'm going to talk to you about how I got into my love of classic, if you will, tradition. I guess they're not really traditionals, but more classic books like Jane Austen, Shakespeare, George Eliot, who else is, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, oh gosh, and, let's see, sorry guys, I have to look at my bookshelf. What are other ones? Oh yes, of course, how could I forget Dickens? Sorry, brain fart. So long story short, when I was starting middle school, and whatnot, I watched, I used to watch cartoons and whatnot, and I discovered this show called Wishbone. And if you don't know, it was a PBS show running for long years, and it was about this little Jack Russell Terrier who retold classic stories as himself being the main character, and it was so cute. I mean, if you like Jack Russell Terriers in general or pets, like, oh my gosh, his costumes were so dang cute. Oh my gosh. Anyway, but the way he told them and the way they played out the classic story, it was very kid-friendly on a level that didn't, if you will, dumb the story down, if you will, but didn't make it too no substance. And I really like that. I was like, what? These are good stories. These are I would like to, read the original without a cute little dog in it. And I know that sounds silly and foolish, but that really, really helped to spark an interest to try to read classic books, to try to read something that I wouldn't probably in a million years would have touched back then. And even then, when I started reading Jane Austen and Charles Dickens, at first I wasn't too sure I liked them. When I first read, especially Jane Austen, I was like, what the heck is going on? And that's just me being honest. Now, as a seasoned reader, I absolutely understand her writing style. I understand the story and the context. So I can just enjoy the book as it is. Same thing with Shakespeare. Wishbone did Shakespeare, and he got me into reading Shakespeare plays by myself and discovering how to learn to read Shakespeare. And I mean, when a little cute terrier dog is, quoting Romeo's lines to Juliet on the balcony scene, I mean, like, how could you not fall in love with that? That is just so cute. And um and like I said, that from there, again, especially with Shakespeare, I didn't understand it, and it took me different how do I say this? Not styles, but different publishings, and I like the let me see if I can find it. Oh, anyway, there's a certain company that prints books, Dover, I believe it is, but don't quote me. Anyway, I found this really good brand of Shakespeare books, and in it they put what all the words mean, so you can go back in the glossary, or I believe that's what it's called anyway. Anyway, in the back, and read what the Shakespeare words mean, so you can get a better understanding of how characters speak, what is the meaning behind the words. I love that Shakespeare just doesn't use words to use words. He uses them knowing what their context is. And from there, like I said, I grew my love of reading classics. Now, I like all the classics, or did Wishbone do all the classics? No, he did he did Shakespeare, he did did he do Charles Dickens? Yes, he did Oliver Twist. That's the only one I believe he did of the Charles Dickens. He did Jane Austen, and like I said, through that, I learned to, it's like I said, it sparked my love to try and read those authors. And because of that, I can, as I started reading them, I not made myself, but I encouraged myself to keep at it and to keep trying it. And I'm so glad I did, because the editions of the book, sorry, on the Shakespeare, there's certain editions that I have that I bought, which I can't remember at the time, but anyway, those are really good books. But I just would, and I, even now, if anybody is like, ew, classics, I would say start small. Start with something that you feel know the nutshell story of, like for me, what helped me was actually A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Everybody generally knows the story of A Christmas Carol. So then you can take that knowledge and understanding of it and bring it to when you read, I feel you get a better understanding of it. And then you can go on to other stories. Or another awesome, I find, resource that I did for getting into classics was watching adaptations, because sometimes I feel like I didn't know how to pronounce a character's name, or didn't quite understand something when I read the books, but when I watch the movie, I see that the people that didn't know either how to pronounce the name or didn't quite understand, I see it being played out, and I get a better understanding of the story. And for me, that just helps me to grow, not only as a reader and a writer and all that fun stuff, but it is always a good idea to try to go outside of your reading comfort zone. I know sometimes it's so easy to just stay in our little bubbles, and we are comfortable with that, and that is a-okay. I was like that for a long, long time. And then I started branching out into stuff, and I'm so glad I did. There's some things that I still don't like to read, and there's some things that I have learned to like. So with all that being said, that is how I actually got started into my love of classics. And I know not everybody, the classics are not for everybody. And that's okay. There is nothing wrong with reading classics. I sometimes, it's just like anything. You get in moods to read like period dramas, so I'll pick up a Jane Austen, or if I'm feeling like I want to read Shakespeare, I can just pick up a Shakespeare and I can read it and enjoy it. So that's all the video for today. Before I go, and this is a kind of long video, I would like to share with you two things. The first thing that I would like to share with you is this book that I just finished. It is a new to me book series and author. And talk about going outside your comfort zone. This is kind of like a mystery thriller. It's called Obsessed by Jo Gibson. If you don't know what this, look at that book is about, it is about a group of high school teenagers who work at this club for with like that does talent kind of shows, and some of the girls just that like this one popular kid decide to have a contest, and whoever can date him for 2 weeks is the winner. But something mysterious starts to happen, because the girls that the popular guy likes to date get killed. And so it's a twist and turn, whodunit kind of book, and I thought I would never ever read this type of book, and I thoroughly enjoyed the crap out of it. It was so good. And okay, probably this compared to most thrillers and mysteries is probably like pretty tame. But for me starting out, it was a joyride. I loved every bit of it. Nothing too gruesome and gory, but more mystery thrill, I would call it. Such a good book. There are 2 more books in the series. The second book is called Twisted, and the third book is called Afraid. I definitely want to get my hands on it. Like I said, I just picked this up at a thrift store, and I thought I'd give it a try, and wow, was I blown away. So if you're looking for a fun new book to start Halloween and the thrill season, I think everybody would like this. Also, check out this cover. Look, it's a face. And actually, I discovered that while I was reading. I just thought it was half a face. Also, the next thing I would like to talk about is that I actually wrote a book. Yay! It is a high fantasy adventure book. It is called Legends, Orbs of the Elements. And I'm so proud of this book. I am currently having somebody edit it right now, and I am waiting to hear back to read all the notes and the comments on it, so I can tweak it and make it even better than the first book. I'm sorry if I didn't say so. I'm currently waiting for someone is reading my book and making edits on the follow-up story to this book. Sorry if I wasn't clear on that. But if you like action, adventure, thrills, you will love this book. It can be found on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, Apple iBooks, and lots of other places books are sold. If you're not a book reader or but know somebody that likes fantasy and action adventure, let them know about my book. I am so looking forward to getting the sequel out into the world. Like I said, it's being edited, and I can't wait to hear back on all the notes that the person took and whatnot. And sorry, I don't know why I'm like this. If you are wondering what this book is about, let me read the back to you, which I know I probably should know by heart because I wrote it, but I still don't. It says, Leon of the Western Plains thought he was like any other young man. He is content learning his father's business as a hunting guide. There is nothing Leon enjoys more than being out with his father on the wide open plains with his faithful steed and armed with his trusty bow and arrows. Life was good. Life was simple and predictable. That, however, would soon change when a mysterious young woman arrives at his family's house with an unusual request. Leon at first rejects what the guest has to say to him. Surely this woman has the wrong person. His parents wouldn't keep secrets from him, would they? The winds of fate are not blowing in Leon's favor when a life-threatening situation happens with his family. It leaves Leon with no choice but to join forces with the mysterious young woman in a life-changing magical quest that could reshape their world. Unknowns to Leon, Prince Nero of the Northern Highlands craves more power and territories. There is no denying he rules with an iron fist and dark magic. Aided by both a wizard and witch, he desires to rule the entire world and will slaughter any who resist. He fears no one, nothing. Who or what could stand up against Nero's mighty magical warriors? So that is what it's about. I am, like I said, guys, I am so excited for everyone to see the continuation of this story and how the characters have grown and developed. Writing is my passion and I love it. I am also working on a new story, slowly editing that as I can. But as you know, life gets busy. So that is all the video for today. Boy, this is really long. If you like this video, please give it a big like, subscribe, share with friends and family. Down in the comments below, if you would like, wish my cats a happy birthday, Pete and Jane. Or down in the comments down below, tell me one of your favorite classic books that you like to read, or if you don't like reading classics books. Again, I would really love to know. And I will see you guys soon in my next video, whatever. Bye-bye for now, everyone.